Alright, hello everyone, it's me Max23 and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer. Last time we made it to the top of the Pharaohs and now it's time for Ash to fulfill her destiny or whatever. Yeah, we are about to have the showdown here on top of the Pharaohs. One thing I find pretty strange, wasn't there music here last time? It's completely silent now. It's pretty odd, but okay. Yeah, the upcoming battles are gonna be great. Like I already said, my favorite cutscenes are coming up, which is also the reason why I will let them play. Yeah, I'm always really hyped for this. I'm really looking forward to the top here every time. We will have a couple of boss fights actually, also with multiple phases and stuff. So yeah, look forward to it. We're gonna use this vase down. Let me quickly enable my gambits again. And yeah, let's go. Touch the device, which will take us to floor number 100. And let's see what happens. It's also pretty funny because all those cutscenes will make no sense because we never watched any cutscenes. But yeah, Ash has the choice now. She may either cut more Nethicite from the Suncrest with the Treaty Blade, or she has the option that she strikes it with the Blade of Kings and destroys it. Like, that's her choice that she has right now.
King stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
Exactly what I said.
You're going to use
Basically.
the sword to destroy the Suncrest, aren't you, Ash?
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn.
Oh, the line, guys. This is the pivotal point for Ash's character arc. Oh, interesting music. You get the cave music from Crisis Core again. Also a lot of CGI is happening. To be honest, I'm mostly watching this cutscene for two characters, which are Gabranth and Dr. Sid. Who are those weird creatures, by the way? Very odd stuff here. With the cave music so unfitting and the fitting of this place. There we have the illusion from Rustler again, which everyone can see now.
You want revenge?
Which is also the thing which did lead Ash the entire time. It was actually created by the Courier to trick her into getting more Nethicite and stuff and waging war against the Empire.
I cannot.
Why do you hesitate?
And there he is. Our local sword seller. He wants you to buy his sword, but yeah, there he is.
Wield it.
Oh, he is an Esper, by the way, based on the music. Yeah, he makes the big reveal now that he killed King Raminas back in the beginning of the game. It wasn't Bash, it was his twin brother Gabranth.
Your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance?
Of course, he's trying to trick Ash now into doing what the couriers say,
Yes.
and as such justify more war against the Nesca and the rest of the world on Arcadian's side. Also, Van just standing there and suddenly he teleported away because Redus is now here.
2 years passed. He took in his hand the midlight shard, stolen from Nabratya, and used
I think this music
knowing
is
what he did,
the
and
normal
Nabudis
one
was
now.
blown away.
Okay.
Sid ordered this of him to learn the
Also, does he have a
necessary
weird
true
weapon
power.
right now? No, that's just his normal. I was gonna say that looked a little bit strange. For a second there, I thought he had a katana, but it's just his either Shiriji Raden or whatever.
Judge Sect.
It's been too long, Gabranth.
Also, the reveal that Redus is just I can't talk anymore. But the reveal that Redus was Judge Zect all the time.
History's chains bind us too tightly.
And he gave up on his, like, Judgeshot after the accident he caused at Navradia, which wiped out Navudis and all the surrounding area.
Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
Also here, once again, we can see in a second that Vaan is a primary influence for Ash. Like, she tries to reflect based on his action a little bit. And like basically each other, like they basically ground each other by like figuring out that like the entire thing with revenge is not gonna cut it. That's also stuff we've seen previously, like back in Arcades when she watches Vaan and Penelope being like surprised by the city itself and stuff. And she starts to realize based on those two that like her entire quest for revenge is like not gonna cut it. But that's gonna cut it. Nice.
The wrestler I knew is gone.
Like in essence, Ash is a very interesting character because she really is not the kind of girl for revenge and all of that. She's just like very kind-hearted like person at heart and such. But she is absolutely got screwed over with all that happens with like Arcades and stuff. Like that's which turned her into like this very like revengeful person and stuff.
Not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard.
But in reality, she's just like, she's very soft actually.
That was the Dalmasca I wanted back.
Also some music in the background, which I cannot really tell which one it is. I think it's just Final Fantasy XII music, right?
To use the stone now would be to betray that.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy XII music, that's just the new normal music now.
Discard the stone.
Okay, she made up her mind, she wants to destroy the Sun Crest.
What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand
Gabranth in the meantime not able to understand what she's all about because that's exactly what he did not.
Change.
Like letting the past behind.
I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done is done.
Like also those cutscenes here are basically this version of the pre-Unagaleska cutscene for Final Fantasy X. This is basically the same for Final Fantasy XII here.
What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
What is this music? This is so unfitting right now.
Ha! Defend you who failed land.
I know this music. This is something from like Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, I think.
Your oaths poison those you would protect.
Okay, and we have a final showdown against Gabranth here. Finally, some more screen time for Gabranth. He is on the cover art the entire time, and now he gets more screen time. And like I said, we don't have the epic Arcadian Empire theme right now, but we do have the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 music, which is pretty nice. Okay, Gabranth, let's see what you can do. He cast a sooner, which is not nice. And we already get dialogue.
Killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Aye. This stain is mine to bear, but I will bear it willingly, knowing that I did all that I could for hope.
Preen and strut as you like. In the end, we are the same. Bloodthirsting carrion birds, hellbent on revenge.
This just gets such a different atmosphere when when the music is different. Also, Guild is coming out, one of its signature moves. Guild is so cool. Here, look at this. I think Gabranth is also a character you like because of the Sia Final Fantasy. Like his Sia Final Fantasy appearance is such an iconic appearance in the Final Fantasy universe, I think. And that's it. We don't even have to deplete all his HP. Which also takes me back to Dr. Sid. Last time when we fought Dr. Sid, we also did not have to deplete all his HP. I thought we were dealing huge amounts of damage because Like he said 1/4 and we must have wiped that out in one go, but that's just the previous boss fight.
You disappoint me, Gabranth.
Like about the previous Dr. Sid boss fight.
When you bared
Speaking of him,
steel
he's here.
against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome.
In the meantime, Dr. Sid hitting where it hurts.
Gabranth!
Look how smug he is, wow. Dr. Sid is such a good Sid, like the evil Sid role is really good, I think.
How quaint. We are allies. The Ocuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrisp be damned!
Be sure it is! For what other
I like how
purpose
nuts
you
Dr.
brought
Sid
us
is,
here?
guys. I can listen to
my
this
lady,
guy all day.
I would have you stay your Ocurian sword. The
Like the
Suncrisp
mad
is
scientist
plated with
trope
mist,
is
and so
such
precious
a good
thing must not be
archetype.
squandered.
You
Let us
cannot
use the
deny it.
stone.
It's so good.
Pierce this Fainaru!
Oh, we get Type 0 music again. I think that's actually pretty cool, I think.
Shards of Nethicite, cocoon of the Suncrisp, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill.
Ah, yeah, Dr. Sid. I think I've said enough about him. You've got to love him, I think. You've got to love him. Like, very good mad scientist. Very good mad scientist.
And lo, how brightly burned their lanthorn. Casts it back the shadow of a Curian design. Testament that man's history shall be his alone.
Voice acting also on
your
top,
nethicite
by the
for
way.
this.
Voice acting also on top here.
You mimic the Ocuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran, and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, Famfrit, revel in the glory of my triumph!
And with that, we fight Dr. Sid again. Yeah, what I was mentioning mid cutscene there. Last time we did only had to deplete Dr. Sid's HP to around 20-25% or so. This time we need to deplete all of it because it's like his final stand here. Ash has Doom from Gabranth still, very interesting. Also, I should Bashkin go. Let's do it with the... Ah, come on, Balthian friend. This is Balthia's fight. If we have Balthia in the party, we also get a special cutscene here. Also, I couldn't really talk much about Gabranth because the fight was over so fast. But yeah, if you have Bash with you in the party, you get special cutscenes when you fight Gabranth. Oh, Gatling gun. That's one of his cool moves, right? Yeah.
No pity from me! Stand and fight!
Once again, Dr. Sid carrying the entire show here. Block. Just blocked. Oh, such disrespect towards his father, right? He also got all that stuff. I'm not gonna get rid of that. Like, fight is easy enough. I don't need to do that. Like, around 20-25% again, we should switch the face here. And then he summons, actually. He summons an Esper, which is also a pretty cool thing to do for a boss fight. Yeah, there we go.
Behold the manufactured nethicite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Famfrit, to me!
Now I'm actually... Wow, I'm just realized. Yeah, that's... we actually have those stones, right? Like those... That's just the stone that we get after an Esper fight. I never... Because they always appear so big, I never considered that they were, like, so small. I'm just realizing that. Wow, mind-blowing. Okay, now we have Dr. Sid as well as Famfrit here, and we need to take care of Famfrit first. Dr. Sid is gonna raise a paling here, which makes it impossible to attack him anymore. Luckily, my character's actually focusing Famfrit still. That's pretty nice. Very interesting is also that Famfrit does not have a respective like boss HP bar. Rather, it's still Dr. Sid's one up there. But yeah, we still have that under control. I think Famfrit cannot do anything highly spectacular. I think it's Dr. Sid that still does the heavy lifting here. Ash will die sooner or later because, you know what? Is he casting haste on Famfrit? Yeah, I think he casted haste on Famfrit. Oh, he stares at Mentage, I forgot about that. He says this, of course, yeah. This is number 4 again. Last time we had number 6 with Hashmal. We get reflect on our entire party, okay? That's bad because now we're starting to try to heal ourselves. Okay, that could actually be... Oh, that could be a little bit interesting. If don't use Curasa, that would be very bad right now. Also, Ash is gonna die, which is pretty good because then that's one more character where Reflect is gone. Okay, both here quickly revive. Redis is also down. That's pretty good actually. I like that. Bash is also Bash. I keep mixing them up. Both here is once again also at the top of his game here. He doesn't even take damage so far. Yeah, okay. Oh, did she use Raise and it missed, or what happened there? And Phoenix Down missed? What was that? Yeah, Raider's still after Dr. Sid. Like, I'm not making a huge effort to changing my gambits here, even though I probably should, because my characters are targeting the wrong target. But yeah, I guess that makes it kind of more interesting. Oh, here, Dr. Sid's second cinematic move. Also absolutely nuts here again. Just taking care of the entire upper floor of the Pharaohs. Do not even need to destroy the Sun Crest for that. Also, I wanted to check something. Does Bash... dude, both here. Does both here have... Yeah, he has Arise Phoenix Downs. Oh, nice. I like that so much. Oh, he's doing that again. Okay, fight is getting a little bit stronger now, those two. Using their special moves in conjunction now. I guess I'm gonna end up with the Reflect again. Okay, only friend, but that's not too bad. Yeah, and look at both here, just throwing Phoenix Downs and reviving everyone to full HP. Okay, luckily Dr. Sid is fine up right now, but I think I healed him now by 30% because Ash was trying to heal. Perfect. We're going in circles here, but I enjoy it a little bit right now. I just need to look out again if someone uses Curasa again. I'm handicapping myself a little bit right now, but I enjoy it. Also in general, Reflect is gone now, very nice. Also his buffs are away too. Dr. Sid's also. I wonder if you could attack Dr. Sid again now. I think that's not possible until you take care of Famfrit. Oh, he has Protect again. Dr. Sid gave him Protect again. I think that's also the reason why Balthier deals more damage now. Without Shell, he deals more damage, obviously. He's doing that again. I'm leaving Dr. Sid some screen time here. Like, that's intended. Oh, she is down. Ash is down again. Well, Elementarja again. Once again, stuff we don't like. I think he's primarily targeting a Fren here, which could mean that only Fren gets hit by it. We will see. Oh, Dr. Sid even casts Protect Guy, very interesting. Okay, Ash wants to use Kurasa. Don't do that, Ash. I think she's trying to heal. They are trying to heal Redos, I think. Yeah. But I want to see Famfrit gone now. Isn't Famfrit also one of the Lucavi from Tactics? I think he is. Okay, down he goes. Klong. Famfrit, by the way, is supposed to be a reference to the Cloud of Darkness of all Final Fantasy antagonists. But yeah, he's supposed to be represent the Cloud of Darkness. I think the title itself relates more to that. Like, he does not have the, like, bust, like the same bust like Cloud of Darkness usually has. You know what I mean? In the meantime, Dr. Sid trying to salvage his situation with the Gatling gun again. But we need to come to a finish here. A few more comets. Actually, come on, let's do it. Yeah, oh nice, we have 3 characters who have missed right now, so let's try this. Nice one with Kurasa. Okay, let's see if I can take care of all of this by using some quickenings here. Haven't done so in a long while, and I think that if any one of those boss fights is a good opportunity, it's this one. Like, I'm enjoying myself right now, you should be able to tell. Okay, I got 3 level 3 ones. That's actually pretty good. Dude, if I would be able to pull off Black Hole here, that would be amazing. So far it's looking pretty good. I got 3 of the level 3 ones. That is usually pretty nice. That's bad now. Okay, I should have gone for the other mischarge. I think that would have been better. Okay, well, Thea has still some. Hopefully we get another, like, more mischarges also. Otherwise it will be hard to keep up the chain here. Please. Okay, another one from Balthea, not the person I would have preferred, but at least it keeps the chain going. Let's see. Please. Okay, 3 level 3 ones, 2 level 2 ones. Actually 3 level 3 ones. Please. Why is there... Oh, come on, that was lame. And that's how quickening sometimes go. I think that's nothing, actually. Oh, it is something. It's Inferno, right? Yeah, Inferno. That's a little bit of a letdown. I would have liked to get something more spectacular here. That's also not going to be enough to kill him, right? Nope. Okay, that's how it is. Ash down to Kurasa. Thank you. Now they are trying to heal Fren, but Fren has Reflect. Not Kurasa. Kurasa's would be terrible, but there we go. I think both he even landed the killing blow with Comet. And there we go, Dr. Sid defeated. And we also get the Esper, of course. Don't forget about the Esper. But those things are actually supposed to be tiny. Also never realizing that because it gets destroyed. Very weird. But we obtained the Esper, Famfrit with the Darkening Cloud. Cloud of Darkness, hint hint. And we can watch the remaining cutscene, which is something I will do now. taking a little bit of a more relaxed approach for this episode here. Not every time you have this kind of highlight.
Let him by, Fainaru. It is done. How I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
We also have different music again.
Was there no other way? Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Well, so much for Dr. Sid, right? In the meantime, the Sun Crest is absolutely collapsing.
Fran?
We have Final Fantasy VIII music in the background. Wow, that's super unfitting. We got the ball dance
To bursting.
during the inauguration ball.
The cocoon.
Do you hear that in the background? Da 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 da. You're the best looking guy here.
The sun
Both here.
crest burst.
Oh boy.
You must
Like how to
run
ruin the emotional
as far as
cutscenes and
you
stuff.
Easy, Fran.
Hadn't you
Da
best be
da
off?
da 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 da. The music is pretty quiet. That's something I don't like. But like these sounds here are also pretty loud.
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
Ash, the sword! We have to stop it!
I like that Van tries to be important here. Also very good.
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent.
Okay, Radas is being the absolute MVP here.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
And with that, Radas sacrificed himself while also at the same time redeeming himself for like the sins he has committed. Such beauty. Like said about Radas though, he deserved better. Also, what happened to Gabranth? That's also a good question. We will see him again, of course. Like he just does not vanish like that. He is on the logo, so yeah. But that concludes our adventure at the Theros. That's it for the Theros. Like the entire upper floors are destroyed. Dude, and still that stupid music, come on. Radas is dead. We are so sad. Oh man, look at Van. He is. Yeah, it's so sad. This is stupid. Okay, I think from now on, let's skip all the cutscenes again. But I enjoyed myself here. Nice. Good. Yeah, we are done here with this portion of the story, and now we actually unlock the remaining stuff that is left in the game. Okay, in the meantime, Rickon and like the others are thinking about what are they gonna do when Radas is dead. We're actually back at Belfenheim, by the way. Back in Radas's old residence. How could he die? Yeah, just like that. It's super funny. Those are probably the three most important characters in the game that don't have voice acting at the same time. Also, Rickon is a little bit like Discount Jack, right? Jacked. He looks a little bit like Jacked.
Alcid?
We let ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
Okay, Alcid is also cool, but I think we've had enough cutscenes for one day. Yeah, he's basically telling us that like the war has broken out. Rosaria and Arcades are clashing above Rabanastre. And our next destination would be to go to the Bahamut and like stop this war that is going on between Rosaria and Arcades by stopping Van and all of those. But yeah, that's something we will not do. At least not now. But we could finish the game now and be done with this randomizer. That's something of notice, certainly. But yeah, a lot of stuff which we have unlocked now. I need to look at the shops again. I think some shops have some new stuff here. If not, then at least the Backnemy shop back in Nabudis. Which might be something I will still do, even though I know I need money for that. Never mind, I should sell some stuff. I've gotten a lot of stuff during our adventures in the Pharaohs. Of course, we also got new hunts now, which slowly but surely will lay the way out towards Yasmat. Okay, that's still the same stuff. Let me sell some stuff. I've got some stuff here. Did I already say stuff? I got some broadswords, yeah. I think at this stage I can just sell some stuff which I'm never gonna use again. Like Bloodsword. Who's gonna use Bloodsword at this stage? I mean, the ideas and all of that are nice, and like they have cool additional effects and stuff, but dude. Excalibur has actually 11 attack power instead of 1. Oh, by the way, we lost the King of Swords. King of Swords, Sword of Kings. And I only have the Treaty Blade now. Because Redders used it to destroy the Sun Crest. Margot Rocco is the one I've used to sell, right? I've forgotten. On hit reverse could be interesting. I keep that one. Also the second Orochi. Yeah, I got a lot of Dragon Whiskers here, but I think only 3 persons at max can use that. Okay, that's some nice money. I like that. Also, you can tell that the Resapa and Dragon Whisker are the same model, but look at that's the Dragon Whisker, but this is the better Dragon Whisker based on the portal because it's more zoomed in. Nice. Zephyr Pole. Who needs a Zephyr Pole? Perseus Bow, also something I'm never gonna use, I think. I got some Tulas, right? No, I got Paramina crossbows, which are also nice money. Actually, up there you could farm some great money. I think that's some good stuff we've been able to acquire here. But yeah, I think the rest of this episode will revolve around making some preparation for what's to come. Like I said, the Backnemy shop would also be very interesting, and I also need to go back to Barheim. There should be another spell I can buy there. Is it renew? I think it might actually be renew. No, it's Scarf normally. Bone of Byblos. I still have so many bones of Byblos here. Like since the very beginning, I had Bone of Byblos. I think now is also the time to reminisce a little bit about what has been in the randomizer so far. Okay, nice stuff. Oh yeah, I got a lot of flame shields. But sadly, they do not sell for much. I keep getting head guards. They actually have nice elemental and status properties. And now, in case you were wondering, I'm not selling based on a specific structure here. I'm just selling like I feel. Like I try to keep some, but also I want to get money. That's basically my reasoning right now. Silken shirts, I get a lot of those because they are low level, like gil-giving items. Mage Enchanter's Habit was also something good a long time ago. Like, I'm recalling some names here. Glimmering Robes is something I want to keep. I recall that name, so it must be good. Our Equip Reflect should also be kept, I think. Shielded Armor is also still pretty nice, with all the immunities. Demon Shield and stuff, yeah, okay. I think that... Oh, I still got Argyle and Armlets. Nice. And Sunday I got 500k again, very good. But I should also probably try to sell my treasures again. my loot. I wonder, can I unlock something by using teleport stones? That would also be funny. In general, I also need to check what is even in those Bazaar items, what is hidden there. And if I find something interesting, I should try to figure out what stuff I need and how to get that stuff especially. Molting, who needs molting? I don't think we get as many variants and treasures, but we still get like some stuff here and there. Actually, we are getting a lot of variants. Forget what I said, we do have a lot of stuff here. It just doesn't feel like it, I think. It doesn't feel like as if I get like many different kinds of loot. We should probably unlock a lot by selling all this stuff now. Once again, cactus fruits. I got a lot of iron scraps. Iron scraps were important for something at the very beginning once again. Like, I recall some stuff, reading some stuff here and there. And the good thing is we should be able to buy the urn. Which is nice. That should give us even more loot. Or at least I hope so. Pebble is probably the most funny loot in the entire game. Like, you get a lot of them, and there's also this fantastic Bazaar good that gives you 99 pebbles. Like, I think that's a nice joke. Damascus Steel 9. I would be so happy to get that in the base game. But no, this is the randomizer, guys. Everything is random. Ringworm liver is also important for some kind of very high power item in the base game. Serpent Eye, of course, too. And I can assure you we are almost done. But that's also stuff I want to keep, just so that I can see what I've gotten and what I'm selling here and what we unlock by doing that. I still think there is a merit in this, and yeah. Frog oil. I keep the Gisa greens. Life Fig is also important for like a Simha, I think, in the base game. I got so much money. I'm like, this is really like the story of this randomizer. I don't have money, then I sell stuff, I'm rich, and then I'm poor again because I did buy stuff. Like, pricing definitely one of the more interesting things in the entire randomizer here. Black Orb. No, I keep the Black Ops. I'm not gonna sell the Black Ops. I almost sold the Black Ops, but we want to keep the Black Ops for the optional parts of the Theros. And spider content's moving, I just read. That sounds disgusting. In general, the party picks up a lot of this disgusting stuff. Absolutely. Bleh. Okay, we unlocked a lot of stuff, I guess. Kumpa. Kumpa is the Masamune, right? We're more 8-hit. I think... Have I already unlocked this? Shouldn't I already have unlocked this? I think I need more Grimoire 8-hit. I think I should have had enough... I think I should have had enough iron scraps and Yaya sticks by now. Zodiac Spear too. Ichton Scale. Sagittarius Gem. Sickle Blade. Oh, I can buy a Ragnarok. Very interesting. Glimmering Ropes. I don't need more Glimmering Ropes. Also, I don't think I can also make money out of that. That would also be interesting. Great Trango once again. I could buy a Tornasoul. Tornasoul, interesting. Bubblegum, I already have Bubblegum, I don't need that one. I could also buy 4 Ultima Plates. Dementite Windbreaker. That stuff is also... I can buy this stuff. I did read Sickle Blades somewhere. I think that was for Zodiac Spear, right? Chaperon, I don't need Chaperon, right? I can get the low level ones here. Also, wait a second, you can unlock Bazaar goods again. Oh. That's interesting. Apparently you can unlock Bazaar goods again. Swillblade, unimportant, demon shield, not gonna cut it. Gravity mode. What was that? Burning bow? Nope. K2 board is also something I don't need. And we actually have not unlocked the urn here. I think I'm missing Deimos clay. Wait a second, I'm gonna need to check my inventory. Not this one, loot. I think they appear back to back. Rockdy's flame. I don't have Deimos clay. I need Deimos clay. That might be the ingredient I'm missing. It's also not just here, right? No. I think the game actually tries to sort those items in a way that it actually makes sense from a setting perspective. Yeah, no. Should I buy Ragnarok and, like, Tornisol? I also want to go to visit the Begnemy shop. I think I'm gonna go to the Begnemy shop first before I buy Bazaar goods here. But getting those great swords would be nice, I think. I have a lot of characters that can equip them. And who knows, maybe they also have cool effects or so. Might be worth checking out. Also worth checking out should be the notice board here. Oh, we get Pyresta. We get nothing else? Okay. Okay, Pyresta is, I think, supposed to be the strongest regular hunt in the entire game. For this one, we need to speak to Rickon, who's luckily right around the corner. Which is also something I'm gonna do now. I have to race him, right? Oh yeah, the race in general. There's also this small cutscene, side quest with Rickon and the gang, where you can race him through the streets here. And each time you do that, you get items, and like this continues until you reach like race number 100, and like up until that point you get items. That could be fairly OP in the randomizer. If I do those 100 races, I always get different stuff. He does not want to... Sure, yeah, okay, I was gonna say. Okay, we need to race him because otherwise he does not want to speak to us. Racing is very weird. This is tier 1, and like I said, this goes all the way up to tier 100 or so. And yeah, this works. We need to press X and circle alternately to run. And basically what we do, if we press X, for example, Van moves to the right, and if we press circle, he moves to the left. And like we cannot move normally. We need to use button mashing here. And yeah, we need to like alternate between them so Van runs into the straight line, and yeah, we want to do that as fast as possible. Let's see how this goes. I think not pretty well. If you are too much into one direction, you can just keep pressing another one or the other button. Like here, I'm gonna cut the corner. That's basically what we want to do. Okay, yeah, nice. And now I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, nice. And once you're on that platform, you've won. And that's something that can be done until you reach T100. But that's something I'm not gonna do because it's super annoying. I think even in the base game you obtain pretty cool stuff at the very top here. But we get 3 Sky Jewels and Berserk Bracers. And like I said, each reward is unique. You always get something different. Which should mean that the randomizer should give you something for random for each of the races here. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. At least not until I like really must. Anyways, he was just talking to us about that like monster we were to hunt. The Pyresa is supposed to be a super strong legendary monster. And he wants to figure out who is the strongest person in all of Ivalice. Which of course means me. And no one else. Too bad though that Rickon does not know where the Pyresa even is. Which normally would mean that you would go on a very weird hunt now to find this guy. Also, I haven't gotten this one. I'm gonna buy this one. Just because I didn't have one. That's expensive, I'm not gonna get those. But I'm gonna get more Phoenix Downs. If you're not looking, your Phoenix Downs are gonna deplete fast, so always make sure you have 99. That's just Gambits. I think we don't have a new spell here. No. Okay, I'm gonna go to... I think I'm gonna go to Barheim first, and then I'm gonna go to Nabulis again. Because there are shops, and those shops have unique stuff. Those guys are also not saying anything else, right? Right? That was still the same stuff from ages ago. Very nice, but I'm gonna get more teleport stones. You don't even need that many if you know what you're doing. I think 18 might actually have been enough to carry me through the end of this playthrough. But yeah, Barheim over there. We need to talk to the merchant again. We did that gave us the diode back in the fuse back when we were going through here the first time around. Which of course also means he's at the very top, and that also means in hindsight, that also means that I'm gonna speed up here and use fleeing, because I'm not gonna fight the low level enemies here, who absolutely cannot harm me in any significant way. But hey, it's nice, we get to hear the Narsha music again. Guys, I still need to know, do you call it Narsh or Narshe? I like to call it Narshe. Which I also think is the correct one, like... Yeah. Here, this is also the guy we took the Atomos hunt from. Yeah, now he should have... Yeah, we got a rower, okay, this is what replaces Scarth in this game, in this randomizer. Normally, yeah, this is Scarth, and you can get it once Bahamut is accessible. Cool, it was worth it. Kind of. Nope. Where is it? It must be down here, right? Poison, a rower? Where is it? Yeah, here. But we got all black magic now. To be honest, black magic could be better. I mean, yes, we got Scarf, but I would have liked to see other like elemental, high-tier elemental spells like Quakegar or Watergar. At least we get the entire arrow line. I think that's nice. But what else are we missing? Those two. Actually, no clue where I get those two green magics from. This is in the Great Crystal. This is normally Hastegar, whatever it is in this randomizer. This is gonna be Renew. That's also something we can buy. No, that's something we find at Hen Mines. What is this again? That's something I must have missed, I think. That must also be something from like Hen Mines or so. Where's this? Where's this and where's MP-HP? HPMP or whatever it's called. Like I don't have it and I'm just not recognizing the name, right? So no, what? I've got some kind of... I've got some kind of technique that I normally don't have in the base game, right? Like something got replaced, but I don't know what. Is it Revive? No. Harmful status effects? No. Is it Infuse? Is it? No. Like, I'm missing two things. I'm so dumb, I had MP... Okay, that was what I was searching for. Yeah, in German this is called TP-MP. Because it switches your MP with your TP. It's called Infuse. Wow, I had this the entire time. Wow. I was wondering, I'm missing some kind of technique here, but I just brain farted here. I'm sorry. Okay, that only means that we are missing Steel. Of course, it's the last thing we get. Okay, 5 spells and 1 technique, as well as 2 Espers, even though only 1 is shown here as question mark. That makes it more obvious how hidden Zodiac is, right? I really like how Zodiac is treated as the like odd one out there for the Espers. Like I like that. Like I like that. That was also the double, right? Nope. I remember we had a lot of trouble here because of the Flen enemies that used Scourge, was it, right? Scourge and just killed my party members. Ah yeah, good times, good times. Like I said, it's the time to reminisce. Okay, now I actually want to go to Salika Woods. I think that's faster if instead of going from Nabrios Deadlands. I want to find the Becknemy shop again. It might also be time to switch out the party members again. Like my... Bothia, yeah, here we go again. That's what I meant. But Bothia's always the one that is like levels behind. Like especially now. Like he's 2 levels behind the rest. 2-3 levels. Interesting. Like that's also something which always happens with me and Bothia here. Just between us, okay? Yeah, the Becknemy shop should have new stuff now available. Dude, that one... Yeah. I think it would have been faster if I went into the right direction. Like, I did it again, but this time vice versa, in reverse. For a second there I thought that would be the Red Chocobo 99. Like, he's haunting me. Like, I'm even dreaming of him, guys. That I'm getting chased by the Red Chocobo level 99. And he's gonna wipe the floor with me. Or so, something like that. Okay, once again, I'm not gonna spend much time here. I'm gonna ignore the rebel. And just make way for the Becknemy shop. Like, his friends do not interest me as much. Okay, I think this should be the location, right? Up here, right? Right. Okay, I think those guys I want to take care of. Because they are annoying. By the way, because Redders died, we don't have him as a guest character anymore. Should be obvious, but he's gone for good. They can have some advantages, can also have some disadvantages. I think actually more advantages. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, he sells high ethers now, that's good. He's actually not selling... Ah, and that was in the original version then. I thought he was selling Maximilians. But they are apparently harder to get now. Okay, that actually means I have enough money to spend my money on Tornasol and stuff. Let's get those bombs just because. But yeah, he has this now. Would be nice if you could buy haste scum modes. I like the high ethers though, and we get Stopna. Stopna was... what was it normally? Could be a Sunaga or so, but yeah, Stopna also one of those spells we've unlocked on the license board as our first license or so. Okay, that was a little bit underwhelming, those 2 shops. But hey, I got that spell now. Stopna is this one over here, yeah, okay. And now only 4 are missing, nice. Renew, this must be Shelga. Right, yeah, that if it is Shell, it is Shelga. It could actually be a Sunaga. Because this is protect, maybe I'm just reading into something which doesn't exist. Yeah, some cool spells could be still available. I need to find out what those two are. And this one here. But there are also still some areas you haven't been to yet, so you will find that. You will find a lot of stuff still. Dude, are you crazy? It's nice to have this augment that I can just move through traps unharmed. That's pretty good. But yeah, I must also say that's actually kind of it for this episode. I did run around a little bit and picked up some stuff. The main highlight, of course, was the top of the Pharaohs. But in all honesty, I really liked to keep the focus on that, rather than like making that really quick and then like running around the world without much plan and like finding stuff to do. I think it's better like this right now, because next time then we can move on into and start the next option wave of content from a clean slate, basically. Which is also something I really like. Also, while I'm here, I could do the quickening chains and stuff. Actually, no. I'm gonna. Before I end it, I'm gonna go to Mont Blanc again and the clan shop and all that. Rabanastra. I also want to see if there is the rains currently in Giza. That's it, right? Yeah, okay, that's very good. It's not like that I need money anymore, but I can get the rare games there. And then again, at the same time, money wouldn't be too bad, I think. I could like do a little farming session again. Like, that's something I can do on the fly without much effort, so yeah, it might be worth it while I'm there. Get winged boots. Absorb fire, immune eyes. That's nice. Ah, there we go. Drain and we get reverse. We actually do get reverse. Seriously. I was saying that we are not getting reverse on this, but we are getting reverse actually. Okay, GG, easy. We just won the game. Okay, I will try not to use reverse, but depending on how these toughest enemies turn out to be, I will use reverse. Reverse is not really needed, I tell you that much. Like, Struggle of Freedom even makes it so that you cannot even get reverse, so yeah, that should be a statement. Like, I will hold off using reverse there. Yeah, that also should mean that I didn't really miss anything, right? Ability-wise. And we also get stuff for the enemies here. Platinum Shield, Screen Tough. Yeah, here's still some priority petitions. First one is Ixion, good old summon Aeon from Final Fantasy X, of course. That takes us back to the bar at Belfenheim again. Also this guy, this is probably one of the more interesting hunts again, the Seer. Mont Blanc himself is the petitioner for this one. You might already have recognized some enemies there that were on the bill there. Like, there was a turtle, one like weird tiger thing, and like a fish, and also like this weird phoenix. As well as one person in the middle. Yeah, that's something also for later. Especially not for this episode. Yeah, I need to figure out what it is that we can still do. I need to make a plan for the rest of this playthrough here. And then next time I will start executing that plan. I think that's the plan. That's basically the plan for the plan. If you so want. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Giza now. I'm gonna go to the save crystal here, and I already want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. I'm trying to make this very slow now because I need to go to the safe crystal. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. And as always, once I'm at the safe crystal, I just went... I did take the long way. But yeah, thank you all guys for watching again, and as always, take care and goodbye.